What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Welcome to the Truth Hurt Show. Like I said, if your feelings ain't strong enough, it's Sunday morning. Get the fuck out the room right now, because we're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about things in the culture, outside the culture. Remember, this show is like a pair of gym shoes. I don't know your size, but if you fit that size, we're going to talk about it, you know? We're going to talk about a lot of shit, and today I want to do it. Now, let's jump right into it. One of the first things I want to talk about is FYB is going viral on the internet. It seems like Trigger Killer has been apprehended by the police, allegedly. They claiming a guy that was a friend of his, FYB Mozzie, is responsible for his death, allegedly. That's floating around the internet. That's crazy, because we seen a lot of shit happening. They got people who was cool with each other involved in that shit. I don't know if FYB Mozzie, who they alleging did the shit to Trigger. I don't know if Mozzie did that to Trigger on purpose, if it was friendly fire, or if the police is just putting that case on him or anything like that. I ain't got a lot of info, evidence yet. This news just really broke, but follow my YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep you updated on that. But that's crazy, because Mozzie, Trigger, I think those guys got kids. Those guys' kids probably know each other. Now they gotta grow up thinking this man killed my daddy and all kind of shit. That shit be deeper than just a blog. A lot of people run to the internet to do these blogs, but it's real life involved with those guys. They know each other. Their mothers might know each other. Their family might know each other. This might have caused a rift between them, The culture don't really talk about that. The culture just talk about fucking the hoes, getting the money, being on YouTube, millions of views, living in mansions. But, this shit don't show you, burying your son. This shit don't show you nobody pitching in to put flowers for the funeral. This shit don't show you nobody's pitching in to help the family. You die, that shit be like $10,000. Motherfuckers don't be having money to bury people. You're going to end up, think about it, if you disrespectful as hell and you lose your life, you're going to end up still being disrespectful while you're dead, because you're going to put your family through all this stress trying to come up with $10,000 to bury you. They calling cousins and family members. You think you can help out with the funeral? They don't got no money. Now y'all beefing with the family like they don't give a fuck about your people. Really, they ain't got no money to help with this shit. We got to be careful, I feel like that death was senseless. We seen that happen a little while ago where, like, they claiming JHE, a guy from there, had something to do with measles death. And we know that those guys were close. I don't know if that was friendly fire, the back door, or whatever. I don't think it was no back door shit. That's what the internet put out, because Measles' sister went to the internet and said big back door. But I think those people know each other. JHE got tattoos of measles on their face and all kind of shit. So, these guns. The guns ain't got no name on them. When you get to spraying them things go anywhere, Real shit, it's no name on them bullets, man. I done seen good people turn crazy with them guns in their hand. Something that can be a regular argument, knuckle up, it's gonna lead to a murder if you got a gun. Ain't no motherfucker finna argue and they got no itchy on them. Look, if you got an itchy, you ain't finna be doing no arguing. Ain't finna be no veins in your neck and you got that thing going, That thing bring an energy out, in my opinion. I always say that, man. Another thing that I want to tell y'all that I think is very, very strong, because a lot of people don't be honest on this shit, man. And it's real. And this when I tell you, do what you gonna do. Don't let no motherfucker tell you what you can't do, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you something that I learned back when it comes to the grind. Some people want to own a restaurant. Some people want to sell plates out their career. Some people want to go to the NBA. You always got a hater who say, man, you can't do that shit. That shit gonna be hard. Get your hating ass on some motherfucker well, man. Look, because you can't see yourself doing it, don't put that energy on me. You got to support me, man. Remember, an unsupportive friend is a hater, too. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. I be seeing motherfuckers, man. You got to start testing motherfuckers, man, and make sure you're not just giving off that homie and that friend title that easy. You got to let a motherfucker earn your friendship, real shit. And don't be doing no shiesty shit, because me, I ain't never did no shiesty shit to nobody. I ain't never switched up on no motherfucker, but I done fell back from plenty of people. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never switched up on the soul, but I fell back from plenty of motherfuckers, man. Real shit. Growth is real. Some people don't want to grow. You gonna have to grow in this shit. That's one thing I learned about this shit. King Lil J, his mugshot is going viral. Seeing like King Lil J might be coming home. Rumors is he's coming home next month, in the month of April. They saying we should see Lil J. I think he gonna creep right back up in this music shit. He got locked up crazy. I think people want to hear that story again. So I think Lil J got another opportunity. But I'm not sure after this. You gotta remember, it's new people coming in the culture. That's the reason why I interview a lot of people who people might have never knew before, because We can no longer just have the same people on these platforms. There's a lot of people that's talented in Chicago. A lot of people got stories. A lot of people was involved in the drama. People still waiting on the next person to crash out. I got a feeling that era done. You know, the era of the rapper doing crash out shit. I think Lil Fats and 800 Twin was like the last of the crash outs in my opinion. Not saying that in a bad way, but I think people still riding off the old days. They want a lot of that shit. A lot of our legends have been taken out, you know. All the top drill rappers have basically been killed. And there's some that's still here. That's why I feel like we got to support them. When Lil J come on, everybody in the culture got to support Lil J. That's part of the culture. You know, we don't got too many of the Titans left besides like the Lil J's, the Lil Reese, G Herbo, Keith, Durk, Lil Bibby, FBG. And it ain't too many left. And I hate naming names because there's a lot of people I probably left out. No disrespect. But when those guys drop, no matter the beat, we all got to support them as one in the media because them the last of our Titans. Everybody else then got blicked down and in prison. The New York drill culture then got wiped out. They sent all their ass to prison. Some got killed. The culture has been taken away, man. Hey, my board ain't even like that. I got the board right here, man, because it's something I want to show you on this board too, man, that I think is very, very important. Another thing I want to talk about, man, that I think is very strong, 800 Lil Fats, like I just said they name. A lot of people don't know. This case is very strong. Them guys is facing life, maybe death penalty, all kind of shit. They're alleged of killing a ATF Brinks truck driver, wounding a partner, killing 2 of their accomplices. See, a lot of people don't know. When you look into the paperwork, the feds say 800 Twine didn't shoot nobody at the Brinks place. He had nothing to do with that. They say he the one was snatching the bags from the ATM people. They say that the other people in the car was the ones who shot the Brinks driver. Now, the feds is alleging that Twine and 800 Fats were behind the killings of their accomplices. But you got to remember, the feds didn't see that. They heard the shooting. They got arrested, found the bodies, but they didn't have no witnesses to actually watch them shoot the guns in their body. So it's just Lil Fats' word against Twine's word, in my opinion. I don't know if they beefing with each other. And the feds is claiming both of them, but no evidence of seeing him do it. So if anybody got a chance of coming home, it's Twine. But Twine was caught on video surveillance. You know, he was there on the murder case. So just because you didn't shoot the Brinks guard don't mean you won't get charged with the murder. But I'm under the impression that he didn't shoot any of the guards. But the police is claiming he killed one of his accomplices in this case. You know, the 800 case is very wild. I'm going to keep you updated on that, man. A lot of people always ask me about 800 Lil Fats and things like that, man. So I try to make sure that I get you that, man. But the crash out is real. These shorties out here crashing out. They be off them high-powered ass drugs, smoking the high-powered ass weed, popping Percocets, Adderalls, all kind of weird ass pills, drinking lean. Then they go out here, catch a body, acting tough as hell, then wake up in the morning, you know, in a jail cell facing 500 years. And now they want to tell. Yeah, crash out. The crash out shit is real. And I'm going to tell you why I noticed that. You know, when I was growing up, I was raised by the OGs. These little niggas raised by the IGs. You feel me? Y'all is raised by IG. I was raised by the OG. It's no accountability in the communities no more. Nobody gives a fuck about authority. They don't care about the police. They slapping their mama up. They slapping their daddy up. They slapping their bitch up. You can't tell these kids shit. The communities is almost lost. I want to take you to this. This is important. Somebody asked me to name the top 5 biggest drill rap songs of all time. I don't got no more tapes, so I'm trying to make this little cheap tape work. Let's try to do it. We're going to go in order. I'm going to go number 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5. I'm going to go. Now we're going to go from 1 to 5, okay? My number 1 biggest drill rap song of all time. Now remember, it's a lot of drill rap songs. It's classics. Man, I'll be on this board all day. So don't take this shit the wrong way. Because there's a lot of people that probably needs to be on this board. I don't mean it personally. These are just the 5 I come up with that I believe were the big drill songs. That's a lot of songs that should be in this. King Louis, Living Down Chicago, Lil Mark, No Competition, Driller, 51 Dead Ops. It's a lot of songs I believe should be on this list, but I only had to pick 5. So don't knuckle me up when you see me. Number 5, I'm gonna go L's by Lil Durk. I think that's the 5th. I'm gonna go L's as number 1. but they're not in order. That's not my number one biggest song, but I'm gonna just put it in order like this. I'm gonna go L's, Lil Durk, one of the biggest drill songs, because think about it. We didn't really know Durk. We knew he had a song called Hitters and shit like that, but we really knew about Chief Keef. When L's came out, it let us know that it was more than Keef. It's not just Chief Keef. It's more of that sound, more of that culture that's out. You know, Durk opened up the doors and showed us that Keef kind of got rich real fast after he blew up. So he kind of left, took his homies with us. You know, Durk was still showing us the trenches, showing us the hood, showing us the streets, showing us things out there. So I'm going to say L's is one of the biggest songs. I actually thought Durk was in the group with Chief Keef, in my opinion. I thought those guys were together. I didn't know that those were two different rappers that knew each other, but there were two different groups. I thought he was Glow Gang. I thought Keef was OTF. It was real confusing back in the day. Durk was big, but Keef was a legend. A lot of people don't know. Back in the day, people thought Keef got killed. You know, it was rumors that the police killed Chief Keef. And then he came out with that mixtape, Back from the Dead. You see how he blew up? People thought he was dead. Then he dropped the mixtape, Back from the Dead. That's the reason why it was called Back from the Dead. Keef had the marketing already. But I'm going to go Durk. I think Durk kind of took the lane. I'm going to say, next song I think was big, I'm going to say FBG Duck. FBG Duck. I'm going to go Slide. Now remember, this is not in order, okay? It's just, I'm naming them. I'm not putting them in order. I'm going to go FBG Duck, Slide. Now remember, FBG Duck always been famous, always been big in the culture. Ben had songs that we listened to. He had 10, 20 songs we was rocking before Slide came out. So don't act like Slide was his brand new song. But Slide was the song to take Duck from, you know, around the corner and people just knowing him in the hood and across them state lines, in my opinion. This song got damn near 50, 60, 70 million views on it. I believe this is one of Duck's biggest songs, if not his biggest song. I believe he got a label deal off this song. Famous rappers was remixing this song. This song had all the people who didn't know about Duck go back in his catalog. I think this song helped blow Duck up, you know, in my opinion. He had better songs, but in my opinion, Slide was real. Slide was a flow. It was like 100 songs came out after Slide that had the same flow that Duck had. Like Duck invented the flow that's on this Slide song. If you talking shit, then we gonna go and get the gun. Niggas on the run. That type of flow, that type of cadence and shit. Duck invented that. The whole rap game stole that flow. I heard that flow in songs the same way I heard the Migos flow. It's the hibba-da-dibba-da-ribba-da-hibba-da-gibba-da. I get tired of hearing this shit. But I think Duck, Slide, I think these are two of the biggest drill songs in the culture, even though this song came like 10 years after the culture was established. I'm going to go Chief Keef, Don't Like. I think this was the biggest record that impacted Keef. Now, don't get me wrong, Keef had other songs that people knew about. Bang was blowing up, 300 and shit like that. But I think this was the song that crossed Keef over. This was the song that got Keef to deal kind of like the Slide, that Don't Like. It showed that Keef wasn't just all mumble. You know, his flow was decent on that shit. He actually rapped about shit. He actually talked about things. His words were clear. We seen all the homies in there, and that's the song that had the dope line, Fredo in the cut, that's a scary sight. You know, we seen Lil Reese in this song. I think this is the song that made everybody want to look into Chief Keef. He was blowing up with the bangs and shit, but I think when he dropped Don't Like, that song bridged the whole gap and made all the labels look at this. I Don't Like was a clean video. It was about the clearest video that the drill culture has dropped at that point. Every other video was kind of dark, whole bunch of people in rooms and shit. This was the first video that looked clear. The lighting was real good. This looked like a major label can take Keef to the, in my opinion. But I think those are three big songs. 4, I'm gonna go Lil JoJo, BDK, huge song. First time I ever seen this video like that. I ain't never in my life seen the video like Lil JoJo. A lot of people say Keef had the first videos like that. Yeah, I seen Keef videos. A lot of motherfuckers in the room, a lot of gang members, tattoos on the face, a few pipes. This is the first video where I seen the 100 people that looked like they were 13, 14 years old, and they all had sticks, machine guns, shit you got to hold on your arm and shit like that. They had all kind of shit in that video. and it felt authentic. You know, at that time, people didn't really know about prop guns. I'm not sure if those were all prop guns, in my opinion. Could be, but I'm not sure. You know, that video was big. That was huge. A lot of people tell me JoJo had fame when he was still alive. I thought JoJo got the fame after he passed. But people told me he was famous when he was alive. This song was very huge. In my opinion, I think this song right here is the soundtrack to the drill culture, in my opinion. I tell people, Keith was doing what JoJo was doing first, but Keith videos didn't look like JoJo. Keith videos looked like JoJo videos, the clean version. You know, if you want the clean version of the JoJo videos, those are Chief Keef videos. The JoJo video looked real, you know. How many murder weapons was in that video? I'm not to say nothing like that. That was police you say, but I'm just saying that video looked very crazy. A lot of street shit in that video. I think these are 4 of the biggest drill songs to ever come out in the culture. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I say, it's other drill songs. We'll be here all day trying to name all these songs. That's why for number 5, which is number 1, but number 5, in my opinion, the biggest drill songs of all time is You Tell Me. Instead of me writing it down, I want y'all to tell me. I'm going to be looking in the comment section. I'm going to be watching every comment. I'm going to be pinning them too. I'm going to be pinning comments as I see them. I want to know, what song do you think is the 5th biggest song in the drill culture of all time? You know, y'all listen to these songs for different reasons. Y'all might know more than I know about certain songs in the culture. I want to know from y'all in y'all opinion. If he had a chance to put a song right here, what would be the biggest song in the drill culture in your opinion? Me, I got L's by Lil Durk. I got FBG Duck Slide. I got Chief Keef Don't Like. I got Lil JoJo BDK. What do you think is number 5 in your opinion? I want to know. You get that name of that song, you let me know. I'm going to be pinning it in the comment section. I appreciate the love, man. Y'all rocking with me, checking out the show. I did a dope-ass interview yesterday with the homie Big Swirl and Tay G. Those are actually the brothers of Rondo Number 9. Rondo Number 9 is actually accredited with being one of the founders in the drill culture. I mean, he ain't started, but he was here when it started. He actually was locked up for a murder that the police say he did that involved a cab driver and also another drill rapper by the name of C-Day, 22 shots. We talked about a lot of shit, you know. He didn't run from anything. He told me, anything you want to ask me about Rondo, Truth, ask me. I asked him things about Rondo. I asked him about Rondo and C-Day and the rumors that, you know, he did some off-back messy shit to C-Day with the lawyers trying to put a case on him and shit. He kept it real and told me about that. He also told me some things about Tay 600 too. I think this is a classic interview. I'm going to drop part 1 later on today. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss it. But I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth.